I need to talk about what happened to me at work. I've been putting this off for 3 months. Every time I open a document to write it out, I get about 4 sentences in and close the tab and go do something else. Watch something loud on TV, text someone, reorganize my kitchen cabinets. Anything to keep my brain pointed in a different direction. But it's not going away on its own. It's just sitting there in the back of my mind, the way things do when you haven't given them somewhere else to go. So here it is, the whole thing. I'm going to write it out completely, and I'm going to try to be as exact as I can about every detail, because the details matter. And because I've learned that when you're trying to figure out whether something was real or not, the details are the only thing that helps. My name is Jess. That's not my real name. I'm 22 years old. I was working at a boba shop called Lunar Brew, a small independent place, not a chain in a mid-sized city, in a neighborhood that was caught between what it used to be and what it was slowly becoming. You know those neighborhoods. Half the storefronts have fresh paint and little potted plants by the door, and the other half have brown paper in the windows or those dusty for lease signs that have clearly been there for years. The boba shop was on the better half of the block, but only just. Mrs. Tan owned the place. She was probably in her early 60s, small, very precise, the kind of person who noticed if you'd loaded the dishwasher wrong and would correct it without making you feel bad about it. She made her syrups from scratch, the taro, the brown sugar, the jasmine, all of it. And honestly, the drinks were genuinely good, which is why I'd taken the job in the first place. I'd been a customer before I was an employee, which I think is the best way to work somewhere. You already know the product is worth caring about. The shop itself was narrow, maybe 20 feet wide and 40 deep, with the counter running along the left wall and 4 small tables on the right. The front was mostly glass, floor-to-ceiling windows that looked out onto the street. During the day, those windows made the shop feel bright and open and connected to the world outside. At night, when the interior was lit and the street was dark, the effect reversed. The windows became mirrors, and you could see yourself moving around in there, reflected back, and you couldn't see out. I had always noticed that and always found it mildly unpleasant. The version of me in those night windows looked like she was working somewhere underground. I'd been working there for about 7 months when this happened. I want to be really clear about the timeline because I think it matters for understanding what I'm describing. 7 months. I knew that shop. I knew it the way you know a place you've spent hundreds of hours in. I knew the sounds it made at different times of day. The way the ice machine groaned at the end of every cycle like it was sighing. The specific creak of the floorboard just inside the back hallway. The way the front door stuck slightly in humid weather,